Hey everyone, this is Manmohit from M&M PTE NAATI. Now in today's video, I am going to share with you all how to clear your PTE academic exam in less than a month, or let's say in exactly a month if you have got less time with you. So I would be just dividing this video into a couple of parts just to explain you the step-by-step thing that you can do to make sure that you can clear your exam. Now when I say clearing your PTE exam, it simply means whatever scores you're aiming for. So you might be aiming for 50, you might be aiming for 65, 79, or even if you're aiming for a perfect 90, as in like IELTS 6, 7, or 8 bands, this is what you can do. Now, just before I begin, if you need any one-on-one support with us, me or Mohit, 30 minutes or 1 hour for PTE exam, you can get in touch with us on Instagram or Facebook. We are available over there. We can have a discussion around the same as to what are your requirements. So that would be just one-on-one 30 minutes or 1 hour with us live, obviously. If you have any sort of questions, if you want to get a feedback on your speaking that you have done, or if you just want to get any sort of doubts cleared, you can get in touch with us. The links are there in the description, or just search for M&MMPT NAATI and you will find us there. Message us and we can have a chat. Also, if you are just after the coaching or the prediction files for the NAATI exam like NAATI CCL Hindi, Punjabi or Gujarati, again, those things are available. You can get in touch with us. Could be just the prediction file. That means the exam dialogues, exam dialogue audios, exam vocabulary. If you just need that to self-practice, or if you need proper coaching, then again, that is also available. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and so on. Now, just back to the video. In terms of clearing your PT exam in less than a month, the first thing what I would recommend to anyone out there, doesn't matter what scores you're aiming for, to watch our full course videos. Now I would be linking those videos down in the description. There are 4 videos which we have made: reading, speaking, writing, and listening. I'll put the link down in the description. The first step is to watch all those 4 videos in sequence, take good notes, and understand all the 20 topics as to how they work, the tips, tricks, strategies for all the 20 topics, just so that at least you know what can happen in the real exam. That is going to be your step number 1. Even if you're aiming for 50 or 65 or 79, you have to watch all the 4 videos, all the 20 topics. It's only going to take you like 2 hours to go through all the course, and then take good notes, understand every single topic, and the strategies and tricks. Every single thing is mentioned over there. The templates are also given in those videos, so you can just refer to those 4 and it should be all good. Now, once I understand that you have watched all those 4 videos and you are aware of how those 20 topics work in the real exam, next step is to understand your requirements. Now, this exam is something where, depending on how much scores you're aiming for, if you're aiming for 50, 65 or 79, the number of topics that you have to prepare would differ a lot. If you're aiming for 50, you don't have to prepare all 20 topics. Even if you're aiming for 79, you don't have to prepare for all 20 topics. I can give you a rough number. If you're aiming for 50 out of 90, which is IELTS 6, you have to prepare 8 topics out of 20 properly. Not all, just the 8 topics. If you're aiming for 65, there's 10 topics out of 20 that you need to prepare properly. And if you're aiming for 79, there's 13 topics out of 20 that you need to prepare properly. Now, what are those topics? If you're aiming for 50 each, you can even write this down, maybe rewind this video if you have missed it. But these are the topics that you need to make sure that you prepare for 50 each. Starting with read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, followed by fill in the blanks reading, fill in the blanks reading plus writing, followed by summarize spoken text, fill in the blanks listening, and write from dictation. All right. So if you haven't written these down, that's fine. Just rewind the video a few seconds and write these 8 topics down. Now understand what I mean by that. I'm not asking you to leave the other 12 topics in the exam and do not attempt them. No. Like I said, you watch the full course video, you understand how those topics are done, you memorize the templates for them. But in the exam, just attempt those topics. While practicing, they're not required for you. Now, when you prepare these 8 topics out of 20, they're not just going to give you 50 marks out of 90. They're more than enough to get you 60, 65 marks out of 90. That's how valuable those topics are. Just to give you an example, a topic like write from dictation, it straight away gives you 30 marks in listening and 35 to 40 marks out of 90 in the writing module. This is how valuable one topic is. And then there's multiple choice questions which do not carry any marks. Highlight correct summary, which literally carries 1 mark. Then we have select missing words, which literally carry 1 mark. So that is why just these 8 topics are good enough for you to get way more than 50, provided if you practice well and do great in those topics in the real exam. If you're aiming for 65, like I said, there's 10 topics out of 20 that you need to prepare properly. The topics would be read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, followed by fill in the blanks reading, fill in the blanks reading plus writing, summarize spoken text, fill in the blanks listening, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. So I've given you all these 10 topics in sequence as well. So these are the topics that you need to prepare if you're aiming for 65. Again, for the other 10 topics, just understand how they work in the exam, attempt them, but there's no need to practice them. If you have got some spare time, yes, you can give like 10-15 minutes a day for the other 10 topics. But yes, for these 10 topics, you have to give all of your time that you can on these 10 to make sure you can get 65 and beyond. Now, again, when you prepare these 10 topics, they're not just there to get you 65, they're more than enough to get you 75 to 80, anywhere in between 75 to 80. And in speaking, you can even get a perfect 90 with just these topics. Now, if you are someone who's aiming for 79 plus, which is like IELTS 8 bands, again, it's not 20 topics out of 20, it's 13 topics out of 20, which are read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, summarize written text, writing essay, fill in the blanks reading, fill in the blanks reading plus writing, reorder the paragraphs, summarize spoken text, fill in the blanks listening, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. So again, these 13 topics in the exam. That's all. The other 7 topics, again, just understand in the full course videos as to how to do them. But then in the exam, you just attempt them. You don't have to bother about practicing them. If you do these 13 topics well, you're in the game. You're definitely going to get your 79 plus and beyond. And like I said, if you prepare these 13 topics, it's not just for someone who's aiming for 79, it's for a perfect 90 even. If you get these 13 topics perfectly done in the exam, another 7 topics, if you just attempt them, you can even get between 85 to 90 and even sometimes get a perfect 90 depending on how well you do in the other 7 topics. Like I said, we are not leaving them, but we are still attempting them. Understand the full course videos, you should be understanding what I'm trying to say. But yes, these 13 topics are going to be more than enough. Now, 2 steps are done. One is watching the full course videos. Second is making sure that you practice those topics which are relevant to yourself. So you practice them hard, you've prepared properly for a month. Now what? Before giving your exam, I would highly encourage all of you to do at least 1 full mock test before a real exam. First of all, 2 benefits. To understand what would be the flow of the real exam, because these 20 topics are going to come in the 2-hour frame. So you have to be very quick with the topics in the exam because you will not have enough time to read the topic as to which topic you have got in the exam. It all just depends on your memory. So you have to do a full mock test just to get in the flow of the real exam. Second thing what I would encourage you all is, if you have given a full mock test, you can get it evaluated by us, either me or Mohit, and that would be one-on-one full mock test feedback. You can attempt a full mock test, and what we would do is during the session, we would be going through all the questions that you have done in the sequence, checking as to what mistakes you have done. So first of all, what was the good areas? What are the weak areas? What mistakes you have done? How to improve? What to improve? Making a study plan based on that. It's just about finding the mistakes that you're doing. Many students struggle to get their scores in the real exam, not because they haven't practiced much, but the main reason is they do not know what sort of mistakes you're making. Could be X number of mistakes you're making. Maybe in read aloud, you're not loud enough. Maybe the speed is not good enough. Maybe you're speaking too quickly. Maybe your pitch is not good. Maybe the frequency of the volume is too loud. Could be many reasons in just one topic that you're not doing right. And just because of that, you're losing the marks in the real exam. So you can do a full mock test. If you are taking coaching from somewhere, ask your instructor, ask your teacher to evaluate that full mock test for you. Not just the scores, but properly giving you a constructive feedback as to what to improve and then how to improve. Again, if you need that one-on-one full mock test feedback with us, you can get in touch with us on Instagram or Facebook, and we can arrange a session with you. And obviously we can go through what mistakes you have made and then making sure that you know of those weak areas, you know of those mistakes, so that you can work on those, and then in the exam you do not repeat them. This is what you can do in 1 month. Again, If you're someone who's aiming for 79 plus, we definitely recommend giving it about 1.5 to 2 months. But if you are short of time and you want to get it done in 1 month, it is absolutely possible. So many of our students have done it. Recently, many students have even got a perfect 90, like 90 in all the 4 modules. We would be sharing their testimonies very soon on our channel, so keep an eye out. But then again, if you have got limited time, yes, you can do it, provided if you stick to the study plan and provided if you stick to the schedule. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any sort of questions, make sure you drop that down in the comment section below. If you need any sort of support or if you want to get in touch with us, you can just message us on Instagram or Facebook, like we said, and just search for MNMM PTE NAATI and you'll find us there. God bless all of you. If you have got your exams coming soon, I wish you all the best. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.